This is the place where it all happened. The stories that continue to change our country.
And at present, we have got one student who is now at a BBC World Service working.
These are the faces we see.
Business studies.
Is Madam Susi Masaba.
Walter
Busolo, Shem Milembwa.
The voices we hear.
Glad you're tuned in. You're still tuned in to Maisha TV now every day here on Maisha Prime News. We air feature from different schools across the country
that have revolutionized societies through education. This is who we are. One channel, one bulletin. Masomo News Live. Join us every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. for Masomo News Live, exclusive to Maisha TV.
Alright, one mission, and that is to inform and educate you on what is happening in the country and beyond. Good to be with you. We hope you are having a great day or time. Here, this is Prime News, bringing you the top stories that are sure with no bias. But before we go into the details of our news, let's have a glimpse at what's coming up
Tonight,
G ushers in an era of new possibilities, as you'll have heard. The promise of connectivity with low latency, and
particularly in a modern economy where new knowledge plays a central role in wealth creation, social welfare.
Kenya's largest telecoms operator, Safaricom, launches its 5G high-speed internet service. And
Together between the cabinet that was there and the new cabinet, and I also want to congratulate the old cabinet because they worked with me to facilitate whatever it was that we needed to do.
Cabinet Secretary sworn in by President William Ruto sets out conditions to be met by the newly sworn in Cabinet Secretaries in the execution of their mandate. And
sisi tuna shida. Tunadai mshahara miezi mitatu. Tunaelekea 4. Na tulipokuja hapa hivi kuulizia pesa yetu wakati mmoja, tukaonyesha madharau.
Juzi tukauliza mshahara yetu ilikuwa Thursday wiki ile ingine tarehe 13. Alafu accountant akatuambia hata mruka juu mkae chini, hakuna pesa.
Flower farm workers in Uasin Gishu County down their tools in protest demanding for their pay.
right, welcome. You're watching the fastest growing TV station, award-winning, gold winner, Maisha Television. My name is Bushabi Jr. This is Prime News. Now to kick us off, President William Ruto's cabinet is now complete after the 24 appointees took the oath of office on Thursday. The swearing-in ceremony, presided over by the head of state, was held at State House in Nairobi. The first to be sworn in was the head of public service, Felix Kosgei, followed by the head of ministers, Musalia Mudavadi, then Attorney General Justin Muturi, before 22 other ministers were also sworn in. Millicent Alwamba brings us that report.
President William Ruto's cabinet is now complete after the 24 appointees took the oath of office on Thursday, October 27th. The swearing-in ceremony, presided over by the head of state, was held at State House, Nairobi.
I, Felix Kosgei, having been appointed Chief of Staff and Head of Public Service.
Felix Kosgei, who had been picked to replace Joseph Kinyua as head of public service, was the first to take the oath of office. Kosgei's swearing in allowed him to take charge of administering the oath, calling the cabinet secretary appointees to the podium to swear their respective allegiances. Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi was the first cabinet appointee to take the oath of office, followed by Attorney General appointee Justin Muturi.
I, Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi, having been appointed Prime Cabinet Secretary of Kenya, do solemnly affirm that I will at all times be faithful to the Republic of Kenya, and that I will obey, respect, and uphold this Constitution of Kenya and all other laws of the Republic. And I will well and truly serve the people and the Republic of Kenya in the office of Prime Cabinet Secretary, that I undertake to hold my office as Prime Cabinet Secretary with honor and dignity, that I will be a true and faithful counselor to the President.
I, Justin Bidan Joka Muturi, being appointed as the Attorney General of the Republic of Kenya.
Kithure Kindiki, the Interior Ministry designate, was the third to be sworn into office. The other CS appointees and the other secretary to the cabinet, Mercy Wanjau, followed thereafter.
At all times be faithful to the Republic of Kenya, that I will obey, respect, and uphold this Constitution of Kenya and all other laws of the Republic, that I will well and truly serve the people and the Republic of Kenya in the office of Cabinet Secretary, that I undertake to hold my office as Cabinet Secretary with honor and dignity, that I will be a true and faithful counselor to the President.
I, Mercy Keiro Wanjau, being called on to exercise the functions of Secretary to the Cabinet, do swear that, except with the authority of the President,
assume office with the immediate effect, marking the end of an era for the all CS under President Uhuru Kenyatta's administration. Expect for former Chelugui, the former Labour Minister who has been retained as a CS in Ruto's administration. Chelugui is now in charge of the Cooperatives Ministry.
I, Simon Kiprono Chelugui, being appointed a Cabinet Secretary of Kenya, do swear that I will at all times be faithful to the Republic of Kenya, that I will obey, respect, and uphold this Constitution of Kenya.
I, Ababu Namwamba, being appointed a Cabinet Secretary of Kenya, do swear that I will at all times be faithful to the Republic of Kenya, that I'll obey, respect, and uphold this Constitution of Kenya,
and that I will perform my functions of my office conscientiously and to the best of my ability. So help me God.
I, Susan Nahumicha Wafula, being appointed a Cabinet Secretary of Kenya, do swear that I will at all times be faithful to the Republic of Kenya, that I will obey, respect, and uphold this Constitution of Kenya and all other laws of the Republic.
I, Aden Baredwale, being appointed
a Cabinet Secretary of Kenya.
I, Alice Muthoni Wahome, being appointed a Cabinet Secretary of Kenya.
I, Alfred Nganga Mutua, being appointed a Cabinet Secretary of Kenya.
I, Moses Kiaria Kuria, being appointed a Cabinet Secretary of Kenya.
And I will perform my functions of my office conscientiously and to the best of my ability. So help me God.
Millicent Luamba, Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television.
Right, thank you, Millicent. And moving on, after years of serving as the head of the public service, Joseph Kinyua on Thursday handed over that authority to Felix Kosgei, who is now the head of the public service under the government of President William Ruto. Joseph Kinyua, who held this position since the administration of the late President Mwai Kibaki, has handed over the power to Kosgei while expressing gratitude for the time he served and wished well to those elected or appointed as ministers. Speaking after delivering the speech, President William Ruto described Kinyua as a dedicated public servant and as leading the transition process in parallel. Reader Kering Chebet with that story.
Your Excellency, sir, with this singular last act, I hand over the mantle of coordinating the public service to a new generation of civil servants.
Long-serving career civil servant and head of public service Joseph Kinyua has exited office after 44 years of service. Kinyua's final act of duty was presiding over the swearing-in of his successor, former Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Felix Kosgei, who will double up as the Chief of Staff.
With your kind permission, sir, permit me now to invite my successor, Mr. Kosgei, to progress the day's program. Asante sana.
In his final address as the office holder, Kinyua said that it has been a humbling journey.
It has been a profound honor and a humbling journey. I'm immensely grateful that I was accorded the rare opportunity to serve Kenya and to serve the great men chosen by the people of Kenya to be the president of this country and lead it.
He appreciated former presidents as well as President William Ruto for allowing him to serve under their leaderships.
I thank you and your predecessors for according me the privilege to serve in 4 successful administrations, notably the 2nd, 3rd, 4th administration and in your position. It has been a profound honor and a humbling journey. I'm immensely grateful that I was accorded the rare opportunity to serve Kenya and to serve the great men chosen by the people of Kenya to be the president of this country and lead it.
President William Ruto paid special tribute to the outgoing Chief of Staff and Head of the Public Service for his outstanding leadership to Kenyans. Ruto applauded Kinyua for ensuring a seamless transition of administration from President Kenyatta's government to his.
Joseph Kinyua has made this transition seamless. And I want to congratulate Joseph. He has worked with me to make sure that Kenya gives an example of what a transition looks like. There was an election in Kenya. There was no coup. And because there was an election, it was a baton to be handed over from one team to another. And I want to thank Joseph Kinyua for making sure that there was a seamless working together between the cabinet that was there and the new cabinet and the old. I also want to congratulate the old cabinet because they worked with me to facilitate whatever it was that we needed to do, and they have done so up to today.
Outgoing Treasury CS Kuriatani has given himself a pat on the back, saying he leaves the docket knowing he did a good job. In his final speech as National Treasury Cabinet Secretary under the Uhuru Kenyatta administration, Yatani said he has no regrets whatsoever over his track record. Yatani will be succeeded by former CBK Governor Njuguna Ndung'u, whose nomination was approved on Wednesday by Parliament.
I, Njuguna Sospita Ndung'u, being appointed a Cabinet Secretary of Kenya, do swear that
Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has handed over the leadership of the Amani National Congress Party. In a notice on Wednesday, ANC said Lamu Governor Issa Timami will take over as its party leader in an acting position. During his vetting for the cabinet position on October 17th, Mudavadi told the Parliamentary Committee on Appointments that he had relinquished his position as the party leader. He has been holding the position since 2015 when he formed the party after leaving the United Democratic Forum Party.
I, Kithure Kindiki,
Outgoing Cabinet Secretary for Interior Fred Matiang'i has officially handed over office to Kithure Kindiki. In 2019, Uhuru Kenyatta appointed Matiang'i as chairperson of the National Development, Implementation and Communication Cabinet Committee, a position that pundits refer to as Super CS, meaning he was going to be in charge of cabinet secretaries in the Uhuru Kenyatta administration. On his last days in the Interior Ministry docket, Matiang'i has penned an emotional message to his seniors, colleagues, juniors and Kenyans as he exits office. In a letter to the Principal Administrative Secretaries, Inspector General of Police, Director of Criminal Investigations, Permanent Secretaries and Regional Commissioners, Matiang'i narrated his 5 years in office after he took over from the late retired Major General Joseph Nkaiseri on July 17, 2017.
Simon Chelugui, EGH, to take...
Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, I'm Rida Chebet Kering.
All right, thank you, Rida, for that. Moving on, President William Ruto has asked the ministers who officially start their duties on Thursday to work with integrity and serve Kenyans properly. The president asking his ministers to ensure that they abide by the law and follow the constitution when they do their work. The president, speaking after taking the oaths of his cabinet, said that he has faith in their performance, asking them to buckle down into the next few months to plan their work. Sharon Chepchumba brings us that report.
Asanteni sana. Tafadhali tuketi chini. Thank you very much.
President William Ruto set out conditions to be met by the newly sworn-in cabinet secretaries in the execution of their mandate. While addressing the CSS at State House, Nairobi, the head of state reiterated the need of his cabinet to adhere to the oath of office.
I have listened to you very carefully as you took your oaths of office. You have sworn to the Constitution. You know very well that this is a country based on the rule of law. I expect each and every one of you, as I do of all public servants, to uphold the Constitution and the rule of law to be front and center in the administration of our government. You have also sworn to serve the people. I didn't hear any one of you swear to serve their friends or their families or their regions or their religions. Each one of us here have sworn to serve the people of Kenya. And you have sworn to advise the president, your appointing authority, as is required of you by the Constitution.
Further, he called on the families of the CSS to be patient with his cabinet, noting that a majority will be working overtime to ensure the Kenya Kwanza agenda is implemented.
For the last couple of weeks, my deputy and I have been struggling in offices late into the night. Now we have a team, and your celebrations will be very short-lived because I think you will be leaving your offices late. So the spouses, kidogo mtatuvumilia. Hawa watu pengine itabidi walale ofisini for the next couple of months until we have our plan in place. And I am sure that I have their concurrence and understanding.
In that regard, the head of state promised to be firm with his cabinet, even as he cited a scripture.
My congratulations. And I will support you in every way that I can. He who knows what is right and doesn't do it, it is counted to him or her as sin. Good people, I have told you what is right. We have agreed what is right. So if you don't do it, you will not only miss heaven, but you will have a problem with me.
He also encouraged the CSS to have an open door policy and be available to listen to problems facing Kenyans.
Nataka niwaulize kwa unyenyekevu, please. We have an agenda for the whole country, and the people of Kenya are really expectant on the delivery of our plan, of our program, and on the transformation of our nation. I look forward to working with you in office, working with you in the field, and I will encourage you to travel to as many parts of Kenya as possible, even if for whatever reason you are called Tanga, but I think it will be necessary for each and every one of you to traverse Kenya so that you can better understand what Kenya looks like, what are the expectations of the people of Kenya, and so that we can craft the right responses and the right decisions for the people of Kenya.
Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, I'm Sharon Chepchumba.
All right, thank you so much, Sharon, for that. Now, residents of various parts of the country have expressed their happiness celebrating the swearing in of some of their leaders. In Tharaka Nithi County, residents have come out to enjoy the swearing in of Professor Kithure Kindiki as the Minister of National Security. Kakamega County residents of Chinyalu area came out to celebrate the leaders of the community who entered the government. Let's have a look.
Mheshimiwa Wycliffe Musalia Mudavadi ya kwamba leo umeapishwa kuwa Chief Cabinet Secretary. Najua hii jukumu umetwikwa na Wakenya wote, si watu wa pekee wa Shinyalu wala Kakamega wala Western Region. Sisi tunajua hii jukumu umetwikwa na Wanakenya wote.
Mheshimiwa wetu wenye wameapishwa leo, mimi kwa sana ni mambo na gender, women affairs. Na kwa women affairs tutatarajia mheshimiwa pia atembelee mheshimiwa Aisha Jumwa atukumbuke ili Shinyalu hawa wamama wanataka kitu kinaitwa cottage industry. Cottage industry kuna pottery Shinyalu. Hiyo pottery tukipata industry yenye inaweza kutusaidia na mtu atusukumie, we export our pots and flower vases, itakuwa ni vizuri sana.
Napenda venye anacheza juu alisema atapewa Musalia kazi, amepewa Musalia kazi, amepewa Eta kazi. Kalolendo ni chief whip.
Huku Western ni kitu ile tunajua ya kwamba tutakuwa nayo. Kwa serikali na maendeleo yote, barabara zitatengenezwa, mashule yatajengwa, hospitali tutakuwa na dawa, na hata wamama wa hapa sokoni tutapata hustler fund na kila mtu atafaidika kwa serikali ile tunayo sasa.
Kupitia kwa ushawishi wa Musalia Mudavadi, viwanda vyetu ambavyo vilikuwa vimekufa najua vyote vitafufuliwa kwa manufaa ya watu wa Western Province. Najua kiwanda chetu cha Mumias kitaanza kufanya kazi, najua kiwanda chetu cha Pan Paper kitaanza kufanya kazi.
All right, now Lamu Governor Issa Timami has been appointed as a Amani National Congress ANC acting party leader. This is after Musalia Mudavadi quit after being nominated to the Prime Cabinet Secretary post. Mudavadi is now the Prime Cabinet Secretary and the third most powerful official in President William Ruto's government following the cabinet announcements. Mudavadi, who was one of the key principals in the Kenya Kwanza Alliance, will be required to assist the presidency in the coordination of ministries and state departments in liaison with the Office of Ministry of Interior and Coordination. Now, 4 police officers who are in the SSU unit have been brought to court after being arrested on Wednesday evening at the Ethics Commission headquarters. The officers, Joseph Mwenda, David Chepcheng, Stephen Luceno, Paul Njogu, and Simon Gikonyo, who were brought before Chief Justice in Kahawa, Diana Mochache, were not charged after the prosecution asked for 30 days to complete the investigation. The defendants, through their lawyers, opposed the request and wanted the request to continue their detention to be heard after they submitted their answers related to the alleged involvement in the kidnapping of 2 Indian citizens and their taxi driver in July. The case, which is combined with that of 4 officers who appeared in court on Monday, will now be heard on the 31st of October. Now, good news to the network users as Safaricom has announced the availability of 5G high-speed internet service across 5 counties in Kenya. In March of last year, Safaricom became the first telco in Kenya to announce 5G trials, and this advancement now allows customers in 5G-ready areas to enjoy fast and reliable internet connectivity for their homes and businesses. Customers will be able to continue using their internet at throttled speeds after the allocated usage limit has been reached. Kenya's largest telecoms operator Safaricom launched its 5G high-speed internet service on Thursday, becoming the first firm to deploy the technology commercially in East Africa. The telco has unveiled the networks in Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisii, Kakamega and Kisumu. Faster than 4G network, clients will be able to download, stream videos, as well as play video at neck-break speeds.
5G ushers in an era of new possibilities, as you'll have heard. The promise of connectivity with low latency and high reliability will enable extraordinary experience for every industry, for every business, and for the society.
Broadband will continue to enable connections that will create more opportunities that will help transform the everyday lives of Kenyans, particularly in a modern economy where new knowledge plays a central role in wealth creation, social welfare, and international competitiveness.
The company, whose internet provision business is one of its fastest growing, uses equipment from Nokia and Huawei to power its 5G network.
2G, 3G, 4G, and 5G in aggregate covers anywhere between 96 and 99% of Kenyan population, while our fiber network, which is also a very important backbone, has connected more than 200,000 homes. These are connected homes, but homes passed is closer to 400,000. Our goal is to establish a universal coverage such that anywhere in the country it will be possible to enjoy an excellent internet service. The fast internet also opens fresh opportunities for business by enabling them to leverage online marketplaces, reach new consumers, customers, implement innovative operating models to grow their revenues. This will help businesses to reap the digital.
Safaricom, which is part-owned by South Africa's Vodacom and Britain's Vodafone, is initially offering Wi-Fi subscriptions first as its attempts to win greater share of the fixed data market.
As you know, the reason why we have very low penetration of 5G handsets is because of cost, and we see that cost coming down quite significantly. The adoption of 5G smartphone levels remain low, largely as I've said, due to high level of the cost of devices. We will continue to work with our partners who sell devices or who supply devices and leverage our pay-as-you-go device financing solutions like Lipa Mdogo Mdogo.
Yeah, 5G being a new technology, we are really working to empower our customers to get it. We have high initial costs and now in the equipment that we are getting for 5G, but we're enabling our customers lower this by providing a contract model where a customer can commit to be on the service for 3 years, and we give them the router of the 25,000 cost, so they can get it without that cost.
While Safaricom dominates the mobile data market, commanding about a 65% share, it holds only about a third of the fixed data market, data from the Communications Authority of Kenya showed. Besides the Wi-Fi market opportunity, the initial focus on 5G Wi-Fi rather than mobile is because there are still relatively few 5G compatible devices in Kenya, the company has said.
Area, you can purchase the 5G router at 25,000, so it's, plus a setup fee of 5,000, or sign up to a 36 12-month contract, which you receive the router all included within the package that you sign up. The service will be available in 3 introductory plans, which are 10 Mbps with a usage limit of about 300,000.
Out of nearly 27 million smartphones in use in Kenya, Ndegwa said only about 200,000 are 5G compatible because of the high cost of such devices. But prices are coming down quickly, and companies such as Safaricom are expanding their financing models, which should expand access, he said at the launch.
Plans are already underway to provide 5G data packages for mobile internet, which will be ready by December, but the home ones will be ready immediately. Currently, we have 200,000 5G smartphones on our network. As you know, the reason why we have very low penetration of 5G handsets is because of cost, and we see that cost coming down quite significantly.
Customers with compatible phones would, however, be able to use the network soon, the company also said.
Customers using supported 5G smartphones will be able to access the 5G network in covered areas, only in covered areas, and browse at super fast 5G speeds.
The firm has 35 active 5G sites in Nairobi and other major cities, and it plans to increase that number to 200 by March next year.
So our initial uptake in the first year, that's up to March, says to make sure we have the 200 5G sites up. For this, we'll be covering 10,000 homes and businesses. So that's the coverage that we intend to take.
The United States government has urged countries not to include Huawei in their 5G plans, citing security concerns, which Huawei has denied. For Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, I'm Bushabi Jr. Right now, an Iranian man who has been living in solidarity and is dubbed the world's dirtiest man has died at the age of 94, according to a report issued by the Islamic Republic news agency IRNA. Amun Haji took his last breath on Sunday, October 23rd in the village of Deiga in Iran's southern province of Fars. The world record holder never showered for more than 60 years for fear of getting ill when he came into contact with water. His death comes a few months after he was forcefully washed by the villagers. Alright, quite an interesting one there with that story. Let me take a quick commercial break. I'll be coming up with more news, but coming up.
Kufikiria kwamba huyu mnyama anaweza toka hapa kwenda kudhuru nje ni kitu haziwezi kueleweka. Maana vile mazingira yametengenezwa yake hakuna vile ataweza toka. Na ukiangalia sana historia ya Simba tunasema alitoroka. Simba hawezi ruka ukuta kama huu. Hawezi ruka waya, hawezi ruka ukuta.
Getting correct content from TV has never been easier for many viewers. But with Maisha TV, we make it simple and accessible to access information. Education and entertainment at a button press on your remote control. And with our multimedia cool integration, you will never suffer again with low-level broadcasts around. We are professionally designed to work well on your TV screen. So now, let's get it on. Just choose it, watch it, and love it. Our viewers see a better tomorrow. Our viewers value education. Our viewers dream big. Maisha Television, broadcasting to the people who see a better tomorrow.
Maisha TV, the Kenyan channel pushing information to Kenyan viewers through digital television platforms.
Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television.
News.
Thank you for choosing Maisha Television for this broadcast.
Information.
The classes were in a poor condition.
Cultural programming. Coming to you through all major broadcasting platforms. Special in-depth coverage from around Kenya. Exclusive reporting from all across Kenya and the continent. Maisha TV presents high-class programming, engaging talk shows from our studios and outside broadcasting on a wide range of issues with trending perspectives.
I'm really asking our guys who are behind the camera to look for that clip and then play that clip.
Telling Kenyan stories you won't hear elsewhere.
The most wicked sight in my life is to see his tongue hanging almost up to here.
Tangu corona ianze mwezi wa 3 tumekuwa na changamoto mingi.
Watching stimulating debates on a hot seat.
I guess. Wait, I don't know. Wait. Let me tell you. Wait. No.
The latest happenings from around you on Maisha Prime. The Prime talk shows connects us with realities of life. Hivi sasa, looking at your everyday life.
Wazazi wameweza kuwapa uhuru watoto wao
and local business, finance and investment.
Some levels of smuggling of sugar.
Maisha TV digital platform engages users everywhere through multimedia approach technology. A Maisha Television digital platform, your local and continental channel platform where you choose it, watch it and love it.
This is the place where it all happened. The stories that continue to change our country.
And at present we have got one student who is now at a BBC World Service working.
These are the faces we see.
Business studies.
Is Madam Susan Masaba.
Walter Usolo, Shem Bilembwa.
The voices we hear.
Glad you're tuned in. You're still tuned in to Maisha TV now every day here on Maisha Prime News. We air feature from different schools across the country
that have revolutionized societies through education. This is who we are. One channel, one bulletin. Masomo News Live. Join us every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. for Masomo News Live, exclusive to Maisha TV. A strong woman knows she has strength enough for the journey, but a woman of strength knows it is in the journey where she will become strong. Join Irene Mumbo Bushebi and Rita Kering on Prime Women Talk every Wednesday from 8 p.m. exclusive to MTV.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Law is live at Johannesburg.
Barcelona is live from Damascus.
We're on the doorstep.
For Maisha TV.
For Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television.
For Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television.
Trusted news, trusted sources, trusted dissemination of information.
protect by all available means our territory.
Parliament must be careful.
Maisha Prime News, Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. Trusted, unbiased, authoritative. The stage is set. The time is now. Credible news. It is Prime News. Only on Maisha TV. Prepare for the beast. Informative, authoritative, unbiased. Welcome to Maisha News.
Take away the noise.
We are here to inform and educate you on all that is happening around you.
The Fury. Hello and thank you so much for joining us from wherever you are. The fighting voices, the distortions, the color and the flashy effects, but most of all, you can lights. The misrepresentation that seeks to pull us apart, and then you can finally find out what is actually happening. And when you find that, then you will find Maisha Prime News, trusted, unbiased, authoritative.
The stage is set. The time is now. Credible news. It is Prime News. Only on Maisha TV. Prepare for the beast. Informative, authoritative, unbiased. Welcome to Maisha News.
Alright, welcome back. My name is Bushabi Jr. Now, clergies from various religions in Kilifi have raised concerns over recently elected leaders undermining others who lost in the concluded general poll, saying they are dividing Kenyans. They have urged leaders to work for electorates without insulting and trolling the poll losers, saying that all humans deserve to be treated with respect. Stephen Lubanga brings us that story.
Religious leaders in Kilifi County have raised concerns over recently elected leaders undermining others who lost in the concluded general election, saying they are dividing Kenyans. They have urged leaders to work for the electorates without insulting and trolling the poll losers, saying that all humans deserve to be treated with respect. Speaking during a county dialogue forum organized in Kilifi to review the post-elections, the Right Mosque chairman Imam Sharif Salim said that each and every leaders had their own supporters who equally deserve to be respected.
Na lengo la yule ambaye hakupata, na lengo la yule ambaye alipata, wote malengo yao ni kwamba watakaendesha nchi hii kwa amani na kwa usalama. Kwa hivyo ni busara, kama sisi watu wa imani, ni busara kwa yule aliyepata asianze kufikiria yaliyopita zamani na vile walivyokuwa na yule mpinzani. Kwa hivyo atakwenda kinamna ile ambayo atakaye sasa, kwa ndia kumuudhi mwingine yule aliyopo. Baada na hapo anasahau hata yule aliyeshindwa naye ana watu, na yule aliyeshindwa naye asiwe naye anakuwa anashikilia pale pale, ana lazima mambo yende vile anavyotaka yeye, na hali yamekwisha. Sasa ni watu warakibishe, na mpya wetu ambaye tuko naye sahina ende kama vile yeye ambavyo ni mtu wa Mungu, atoki makanisani, ahubiri vizuri, awe vizuri na wananchi wa Kenya, aisi wote waliompa kura ambao hawakumpa wote ni wake, na wote wangojea huruma zake na maendeleo mazuri kutoka kwake.
He urged leaders to lead citizens in peace without making others feel inferior.
Kwa hivyo wakipatikana watu ambao kazi yao ni kuwakejeli wale walioanguka na kuwatolea maneno mabaya na kuonesha wanyonge, hayo si mafundisho ya dini, wala dini zote hazishajiishi wala hazisemi watu wafanye mambo kama hayo. Kwa hivyo tuampa heshima mwanadamu, awe hali nzuri au hali mbaya, awe mgonjwa au mzima, awe tajiri au maskini, kwa sababu chaneli yetu sote ni moja ya kuelekea mbele ya Mwenyezi Mungu.
Margaret Nzioki, a Catholic priest ambassador in Kilifi, said the religion is against celebrating other people's downfall.
Na hatufai kuwa tunazozana kiasi ya kwamba tunaonea mwenzako akianguka ndio unamcheka, akikosa kufaulu ndio unamdunisha, akikosa kwenda mbele ndio unamsimanga. Hiyo kwa kweli religion does not allow that. Kwa hivyo si sawa na si kweli.
According to Nzioki, Kenyans maintain peace before, during and after elections. Therefore, leaders should not troll others over poll laws, since they are disuniting citizens. According to Elijah Makio, a Seventh Adventist pastor in Kilifi County, it is the religious leaders' responsibility to review the post-election and voice concerns in order to achieve a peaceful nation. The clergy also criticized President William Ruto's move to abolish Kazi Mtaani project, urging him not to declare an end to it.
Sisi vijana hata tulijitokeza sana kwa asilimia kubwa kumpa kura zetu, manake tulijua hakiingia pale alikuwa ametuahidi kwamba kazi itakuwepo kwa vijana. Lakini jana tulipigwa na mshtuko kwa sana tuliposikia kwamba rais amesema kazi kwa vijana imekwisha hivyo, na ni swala ambalo limekwisha hivyo. Kwa hivyo hombi letu sisi kama vijana wa Pwani ni kwamba rais turejelee Kazi Mtaani, turudishie sisi, tuna hamu ya kujisaidia. Ile pesa ilikuwa inatusaidia, wengine wetu wamepata watoto na wana hela za kulea wale watoto, lakini tulipopata kile kidogo tulikuwa tunapewa na serikali kilitusaidia sana kule manyumbani kwetu, na tukawa hata tumetulia. Na wengine ambao tulikuwa tunajihusisha katika hali za uvutaji wa bangi, miadarati na vitu vingine tuliwacha kabisa, maana tulikuwa tumeshikika.
Lubanga Steven, Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television.
All right, and directors of Buteyo Miti Park in Bungoma County, Kandui constituency in Sangalo, have come out to quell fears that a lion disappeared from the park, sending a battle of thoughts and a battle of actions between the park and the neighbors. But they have said that those allegations were based on lies and they are not true. They have urged the residents to not fear, that everything and the protection of animals and the Buteyo Miti Park is well preserved. They have also asked the residents, the area residents, to promote the park for tourism and education.
Just a few days after reports of conflict emerged in Kandui constituency in Bungoma County in Sangalo area regarding the disappearance of a lion in the Buteyo Miti Park, a situation that affected learning activities at the neighboring school, now the director of Buteyo Miti Park has come out to deny the allegations, saying that the matter was a rumor based on lies.
Kwa majina ninaitwa Ignatius Toili Buteyo. Mimi ni honorary warden na tena ni one of the directors wa hapa Buteyo Miti Park, pamoja na hawa ndugu zangu ambao tuko nao hapa. Kwa hivyo ile jambo ambalo limetusumbua ni kwamba kumekuwa na uvumi kutoka pande tofauti kwamba simba ambao tuko nao hapa kwa park walikuwa wametoroka na wameenda kwa community. Kwa hivyo kumekuwa na hayo maneno ambayo yamefanya wanakijiji wamekuwa na wasiwasi ambayo tunataka kukanusha.
In addition, he has indicated that the animals in the garden are under strict protection and chances of the animals of disappearing are none.
Bado wanyama wetu wote wako kwa ndani ya cages, hawajatoroka. Wako hapa, tunawalinda vizuri, tunawalisha. Kwa hivyo tunasihi wanakijiji wasiwe na uoga, bali wakae wakiwa na amani, wakijua kwamba wanyama wako safe, na ile jinsi hapa kumetengenezwa hakuna namna ambayo wanyama wanaweza kutoroka watoke hapa. Kwa hivyo hiyo ni uvumi wa uongo ambao hatujui yule mwenye alianzisha alikuwa na nia gani na ni kwa sababu gani alianzisha uvumi kama huo. Nasikia kwamba kuna sehemu moja, hata kuna kiongozi mmoja ambaye alitaja maneno kwa mazishi.
According to the park director, the security around the animals' residence is professionally set up and asking the residents of the area not to buy the false narrative that creates fear.
Kufikiria kwamba huyu mnyama anaweza toka hapa kwenda kudhuru nje ni kitu haziwezi kueleweka. Maana vile mazingira yametengenezwa yake, hakuna vile ataweza toka. Na ukiangalia sana historia ya Simba tunasema alitoroka. Simba hawezi ruka ukuta kama huu. Hawezi ruka waya, hawezi ruka ukuta wa waya. Ingekuwa chui, unafikiria pengine meruka, lakini hatuna chui hapa. Na ikifika kwamba tunaweka chui, pia design ile muundo wa waya ambapo atakuwa anakaa itakuwa tofauti kabisa na hivi. Maana chui anaweza ruka. Lakini kwa safety ya kila mtu, Simba yuko very safe, mgeni yuko very safe, na hakuna kitu la kutia wasiwasi.
He asked them to go about their daily lives normally. Richard Olo is the supervisory manager in the garden. At the same time, they have called on the area residents in general to promote the park for more tourism and education.
Kwa hivyo jambo lingine ningeomba wana Bungoma na watu wote wa Western region waje watembelee park yetu hii, waone mambo ambayo tunafanya ya conservation. Tuna miti over 100 species tofauti, miti ya kienyeji ambayo iko kwa ekari 32 ambayo imekuwa conserved hapa. Tunaweza sema ni Mungu ambaye ndiye alipanda, kwa hiyo sababu mzaa ameconserve huu msitu kuanzia mwaka wa 1968.
Now, some online taxi operators in the country have protested and gone on strike, complaining about the high fees charged by the owners of the taxi companies. In Nairobi, the businessmen and workers held a peaceful protest at the Green Park bus station, giving their complaints to the Ministry of Transport and the NTSA Road Safety Council. Among what they want is a reduction in the taxes charged by companies that fill internet desks to 18% from the 25 to 30% they are charged now. Led by the chairman of the Online Taxi Drivers Association, they said the companies have failed to reach an initial agreement regarding their taxes. Similar demonstrations have also been organized in Mombasa and other counties in the country.
Tangu mafuta ianze kwenda juu, rates za hizi application Uber na Bolt zinaendelea tu kwa ile mali zilikuwa. Sasa unafind dereva atafanya kazi the all day, akifika nyumbani aende afanye mahesabu, akute ile pesa yuko nayo ni ile mafuta tu aliweka. Unapata anaenda nyumbani bila kitu.
Commissions za hizi foreign apps ziko juu sana. Na NTSA walitoa regulations, wakasema wamecap at 18% commission na wakaipatia 2 weeks. Hizo 2 weeks zimeisha na until now international applications bado wako na rates za juu 28%, na sisi wenyewe mafuta ndio hiyo iko juu, bei ya unga ndio hiyo pia iko juu. We have families to cater for, tuna manyumba tunalipwa, activities daily kwenda hapa na pale inahitaji hiyo pesa.
And workers at Zena Ross's flower farm in Uasin Gishu have been demonstrating, demanding for their pay. According to the workers, despite them camping outside the premises for the last 3 months, the management has not been listening to their grievances. Let's have a look at that story.
Si tuna shida. Tunadai mshahara miezi 3. Tunaelekea 4. Na tulipokuja hapa hivi kuulizia pesa yetu wakati mmoja Enyewe tukaonyesha madharau, sababu tululisia tarehe 13 ilikuwa Wednesday. Kuja hapa tarehe 14 tukapata mlango imefungwa. So hatujui ilifungwa na sheria gani. Wakatufungia nje kwa njia ya kutugandamiza. In which Kenya hii hakuna hiyo jambo. Okay, tunaaminia kwamba tulichagua serikali ya kuokoa wananchi.
Na alikuwa tunapenda kazi yake, lakini yeye mwenyewe anaharibu. Juzi tukauliza mshahara yetu. Ilikuwa Thursday wiki ile ingine. Tarehe 13. Alafu accountant akatuambia hata mruka juu mkae chini. Hakuna pesa. Ikafika kesho yake Friday tukaingia hapa. Amekuja amefunga gate. Na sio kupenda kwetu tuaje kazi, walitufungia gate. Tulifika asubuhi kofili pamoja na karatasi ya notice iko gate. Hata kama mtu unakomboesea mtu nyumba, uweze funga hivyo kwa sababu hata hiyo mtu na wanadamu kama wewe.
Kila kitu ibadilike. Kwa nini tunanyanyaswa na tumefanya kazi? Tukienda kuuliza haki kampuni ilifungwa. Tuko na ni notice imewekwa kwa kampuni kwamba kampuni imefungwa until further notice. So kampuni ikifungwa ni kumaanisha ni tupewe pesa yetu na sisi tuende. Tumeshukuru miaka yenye tumefanya hapa ndani. So ile kidogo yenye tumefanya ni tupewe twende. Tupewe twende. Ni haki yetu. Serikali popote mlipo. Atoli. Tumekata pesa yetu ya union. Kila mwezi. Hakuna mwezi hatukati pesa yetu ya union. Base slip niko nayo ya kuchaa hivi. Tumekata union. Union mko wapi?
Sasa ukoloni iliisha. Uwezi fanya watu hawezi kukufanyia kazi miezi 3, miezi 4, haulipi pesa. Alafu wakiuliza haki zao unafunga gate. Haiwezekani. Kama kampuni exist, Sali Koske atengeneze terminal dues ya watu na mishahara zao na walipe pesa zao, watu watafute shughuli zingine. Nundo. Tumesema raundi hii. Na tunajua katibu wetu mkuu amechukua ushikani. Na ako na habari na amesema ya kwamba anaenda kushughulika mpaka hakikisha haki za wafanyakazi nafanya nini? Napata. Kwa hivyo tunaunga mkono na tunasema katibu mkuu, simama imara. Sisi tuko nyuma yako mpaka wafanyakazi wa Sena Roses wapate haki zao.
The new county executive committee members for the Murang'a County government have been inaugurated to take over their respective offices. The 10-member team that took an oath during an occasion presided over by Chief Magistrate Peter Ndigwa includes 7 men and 3 women.
You work very closely with the MCAs. Please help us as the MCAs to deliver our manifestos. Number 2, when they request that maybe you appear in their various committees, please appear.
NHIF, I think you know what is going on with us and NHIF. You know what is going on with us with KEMSA. We must collaborate with government and non-governmental agencies, development partners, and all other NGOs that are willing to work with us to bring the health sector up. Health is an expensive business. We can preach a lot about what we want to do in the county, but unless our people are healthy, they will never be productive. And I think we all agree on that. So we must give health a lot of priority.
I want to say that was a major sacrifice you did at a certain point in your life. This is also another major sacrifice you are doing by sacrificing your major careers to come and serve the people of Murang'a despite the pay cut. Thank you and congratulations. Let me also take this opportunity to thank everyone, and as correctly stated by previous speaker, I think you have come now at the right time. There were so many programs that we had that we couldn't move an inch, because of lack of these waziris, and also because of the assembly was not fully constituted.
Narok Governor Patrick Olen Tutu has issued a stern warning to anyone caught with illegal government drugs. Governor Tutu said that a special unit has been created to ensure that no drugs are stolen, warning the perpetrators that whoever is found will be prosecuted without hesitation.
Nimefanya kazi kama DC, kama DO. Hapa I planned my people all over. Ukichukua one syringe ama one antibiotic, mimi najua tu na umechukua upate msigani na naandika tu na mimi natuma askari wakushike na wakuweke pingo na wakufunge mguu na wakuleta na Land Rover mpaka pale kwa kotini. Ukuje ujibu kwa nini unaiba dawa ya watu. Utaona tu very soon I will invite you. This one is stealing from us. Okay? Yes. Very soon. Nimeshapata a few. Lakini sikuzi wameogopa. Si unaona wanasimama hapa na wanasikiza. Wanajua huyu governor leo hataki mchezo. Angalia tu hawa. They are smiling because they know they will not dare to do that. And if they do that, they will see me. Mimi nitakuja hata usiku kuwashika. So msiwe na wasiwasi. Hii mambo ya kuibiwa tena dawa imeisha.
Alright folks, with our story, let me take another quick commercial break. I'll be back with more news, so don't go away.
This is the place where it all happened. The stories that continue to change our country.
And at present we have got one student who is now at a BBC World Service working.
These are the faces we see.
Business studies.
Is Madam Susi Masaba.
Walter Usono, Shem Milembo.
The voices we hear.
Glad you're tuned in. You're still tuned in to Maisha TV. Now every day here on Maisha Prime News, we air feature from different schools across the country
that have revolutionized societies through education. This is who we are. One channel, one bulletin. Masomo News Live. Join us every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. for Masomo News Live, exclusive to Maisha TV. Maisha TV, the Kenyan channel pushing information to Kenyan viewers through digital television platforms.
Maisha Prime News, Maisha Television.
News.
Thank you for choosing Maisha Television for this broadcast.
Information.
The classes were in a poor condition.
Cultural programming. Coming to you through all major broadcasting platforms. Special in-depth coverage from around Kenya. Exclusive reporting from all across Kenya and the continent. Maisha TV presents high-class programming, engaging talk shows from our studios and outside broadcasting on a wide range of issues with trending perspectives.
I'm really asking our guys who are behind the camera to look for that clip and then play that clip.
Telling Kenyan stories you won't hear elsewhere.
The most wicked sight in my life is to see his tongue hanging almost up to here.
Tangu corona ianze mwezi wa 3 tumekuwa na changamoto mingi.
Watching stimulating debates on a hot seat.
I guess. Wait, I don't know. Wait. Let me tell you about the
No. The latest happenings from around you on Maisha Prime. The Prime Talk shows connects us with realities of life. Hivi sasa, looking at your everyday life.
Wazazi wameweza kuwapa uhuru watoto wao
and local business, finance and investment.
Some levels of smuggling of sugar.
Maisha TV digital platform engages users everywhere through multimedia approach technology. A Maisha Television digital platform, your local and continental channel platform where you choose it, watch it and love it.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Your world of Maisha is getting an exciting makeover. We're giving your channel a dedicated touch to enhance your viewing experience. Finding what you want and loving it has never been this easy.
We build your capacity. The problem is leadership.
My name is Rida Chebet Kering.
Welcome home to your dedicated channel, where you choose it, watch it, and love it. It's your season. Najivunia kuwa Mkenya. Na ninajali matukio yanayojiri nchini Kenya na ulimwengu mzima. Natazama runinga ya Maisha ili nipate habari kamili. Naichagua, naitazama na ninaipenda. Maisha TV ni bora. Maisha TV, your entertainment TV. Getting correct content from TV has never been easier for many viewers. But with Maisha TV, we make it simple and accessible to access information. Education and entertainment at a button press on your remote control. And with our multimedia cool integration, you will never suffer again with low-level broadcasts around. We are professionally designed to work well on your TV screen. So now, let's get it on. Just choose it, watch it, and love it. And welcome back. You're watching Maisha Prime News, the fastest growing TV station, Maisha Television. Let's get our education segment.
Rangala Boys High School, located in Ugunja Sub-County in Siaya County, was established in 1978 by Holy Trinity Catholic Rangala Parish to accommodate the education ambitious students in the Nyanza region.
Lucas Olunja, the senior principal, Rangala Boys. This is a school of choice. It is an extra county school with a population of 850 students. The staff, we are a total of 35. TSC employed teachers are 23. The BOM teachers are 12. Our non-teaching staff 23. Our objective as a school is to take this school to greater heights in terms of academics. We want it to be the school of choice in this region and in Kenya at large.
The school has maintained a good run in performance at the Kenya National Examination Council. In 2019 KCSE exams, the school posted good results to rank among the best schools in the county. This is after recording a mean score of 5.2.
Currently, the school's mean dropped a bit to 4.8. But that is behind us. Our target for this year is 7.5. And I want to promise you we are going to get it. This school has been there, even at a mean of 8.4. So that was just a slip. We know we'll take it there to 7.5 and above. That is our target. I've got hardworking teachers. We have disciplined students, and we are proud of them. We have served as a school community, and we have decided the route to take. We are going to reach there. I want to promise you next year we'll read us our name in papers where we want to go.
Rangala Boys is dependable in drama, music, soccer, among others.
Our officers in front of us, we have trophies, which shows that we have done well in terms of academics. These were given to us. We have also done well in sports, and particularly in scouting. Our school is one of the best in scouting. So, but we are yearning that we get more of these trophies.
It is a school that is holding large population in the county, hosting students across the country.
In terms of infrastructure, we are also a bit of challenges, but Rome was not built in a day. We currently behind us here, you saw a story building that is on course. We hope by the time it is completed, we'll be able to address some of the challenges in infrastructure. Another challenge that we have is on the teachers' houses. I was just planning quietly with my people, as new as I am here. I was out to approach our beloved MP to help us address some of these challenges. And so next time when you come back here, you'll get some infrastructure, particularly addressing the challenges of teachers' houses. My vision for this school, that this school will be a center of excellence in terms of academics and even in terms of infrastructure. As we speak, we have started some few projects. We are planning to start some few projects that will give us income, that is income generating projects. We are thinking of starting poultry farm. We are also thinking of starting a farm for keeping pigs.
The principal has echoed the relationship he enjoys from the teachers, students, BOM members, and Rangala affiliation that has permitted the school to pursue its goals.
I'm newly I transferred here 3 weeks old, but I'm catching up well. I've been welcomed by my teachers, the community, the church, and all other stakeholders. So I've started well, on good footing, and hope that things will go well. We have good partnership with the community stakeholders around. As you can see, these are complex. Where we have Rangala Girls, we have the church, Rangala Parish, we have Rangala Boys Primary School, we have Rangala Girls Primary School, we have a baby care, and we have the hospital. So it's a big complex, and we are working together as a community. We are attached to one another, so we cannot detach ourselves from this community. I think that is a blessing to us, because we borrow good things from this institution that surrounds us. I want to thank the church, who is our sponsor, the Catholic Church of Bungoma Parish, of Rangala Boys, for the support they have given us, and also for the discipline that we enjoy in this school, because they are always attached to us at all times.
For Prime News Education segment, I'm Philip Simi.
And from that, let's shift gears to our daily business feature, My Hustle, My Story.
A good barber takes care of people. Shaving our hair is also known as decent grooming, and a barber is always willing to cut your hair for us to be presentable. On our daily feature, we met Mr. Salim, who owns a barber shop by the name Elohim Barber Shop and Salon at Shrej Building Plaza, next to Shalom Miracle Church, opposite Madenge Scrapes, near Mpeli Primary School in Bungoma County.
Majina naitwa Salim Relzi Papa. Biashara inapatikana Bungoma, Shirei Apartment. Biashara inajiita Elohim Barber Shop and Salon. Hii biashara kwa sasa imemaliza miezi miwili, na naona vile tunaendelea si mbaya. Tumeanza kushika pata wateja kutoka mbalimbali.
Salim explained his journey.
Nikinunua kitu moja. Fikia pale sasa ndio nikasema hii na hii imejaa. So naweza pata nyumba wapi? Ile pesa inafaa capital unaweza kuwa nayo kwa kuanzisha. Pia yategemea na kiwango ya saloni yako, ile inategemea kiwango unataka ikuwe saloni kiasi gani, quality gani, unaelewa? So kama unataka ikuwe kubwa kama hii yangu hapa hivi, ni kama nimetumia weke tu 350,000 nimetumia, na si lazima utoe yote mara moja. Sisi ni mahasla vijana na hustle, si lazima utoe yote mara moja. Unaweza nunua kitu pole ukijiwekea, kisha hiyo kujiwekea kitu umejiwekea kwamba ukitarget huku mbeleni kitu kitanirudishia.
Elohim Barber Shop offers different and unique services.
Huduma ambazo tunazipea, mwanzo tunazipea hair shaving, hair dressing, kila style tunakupa kwa bei nafuu. Haircuts bei nafuu, tunafanya kwa shilingi 100 peke yake. Scrubbing tunafanya kwa bei nafuu pia. Yategemea sasa wataka scrubbing kuna full facial, kuna a half, inategemea bei nafuu. Pedicure, manicure tunazi-offer zote, massage, full body massage, a half, a quarter, zote tunazi-offer. Dreadlocks, kila part of
Elohim Barber Shop is only 2 months old, even though there are some challenges that Mr. Salim is facing in his business.
Changamoto zipo mingi. Mwanzo nikifungua hapa, sikuwa nafikiria kwamba nitafika nilipo saa hii. Nilifungua mwanzo, ile nimefungua nikafikiria sasa hii hapa itashika ama nini. Maana nimekaa kama unaweza kaa wiki 2 hata hujaona customer, kwa sababu ya kujituma, na mimi naona hii kitu itaanzaje baadaye. Yani nikaona siwezi funga hii mlango hata kama sijapata customer. Na check mimi nikajaribu nikae tu kaambia wenzangu, sasa nitafanyaje? Imefika hivi, ni side hustle, sasa nitafanyaje? Hakuna wateja huko ama nihamishi, unaona. Wakaniambia wewe vumilia, utaona matokeo baadaye. Hii ni kujua ndio watu bado hawajajua. Mimi mwenyewe nilikuwa nafikiria basi nifunge vitu zangu nirudishe nyumbani, maana sina mapato yoyote hapa hivi. Siku 1-2 utakaa hapa peke yako, hakuna mtu, unaona. Mwisho wa mwezi wahitajika kulipa nyumba.
The barber shop pays his daily bills and also has created job opportunity to other youths.
Mimi ninatumaini kwamba inaweza, kwa sasa nakwambia, kwa sasa mimi naona ishaanza kunipa matumaini kwamba inanikimu kimaisha, sababu kwa sasa mimi mambo kutoka kwa hiyo mwezi wa kwanza ndo niliumia, lakini mwezi wa pili saa hii mimi najikimu tu. Yani saa hii nimeshapata, najua nimeshalipa rent, kwa kazi mwenzangu zake ziko, sasa tunafanya saa hii ile sasa faida yangu, unaona faida hii inaleta. Kwa sasa niko na mfanyikazi mmoja, tuko naye hapa, huyo ni anashirika na mambo na salon yake.
Mr. Salim gave advice to youth and business people.
Sasa vijana wenzangu nawaambia kwamba hii hustle, usione Salim leo amefika hapa hadi unamuona hapo kwenye mtandao ukasema Salim alikuja kachukuliwa siji nini, ameingia wapi ndio akapata hizi pesa saa hii hadi anaonekana kwenye mtandao tu. Ushauri ni kwamba hii biashara ukianza, usife moyo. Uwe tu ujue ukifungua hiyo mlango mrudishe Mungu shukrani. Kuna wengi wanaweza taka kufungua hiyo mlango hawawezi. Ukishafungua hiyo mlango, ukiingia hapa ndani, ukikosa customer ama kwa wateja hata kwa siku 2, usife moyo. Kesho unaweza pata. Unaona? Sasa mimi naambia vijana wenzangu tujitume mazee. Tuache hii mambo na miadarati na nini. Naweza kwa sasa sisi tunaona mambo na hustle lakini tuache mambo na miadarati. Tujitume, ujipe side hustle. Hii kitu inalipa.
Salim thanked and welcomed his customers.
Kwa wale ambao nimeshawahudumia mwanzo, nawarudishia shukrani kwa kuja kujua. Wengi walikuwa wanataka kuja kujua hii kitu hapa Salim imeandikwa salon. Na wale ambao bado hawajajua ni nini kwa hapa, na wakaribisha nyote muje mjue hii services wana offer hapa. Siko vipi wanatangaza tu kwenye mtandao nini, tunacheki kwa TV. Wakaribisha hapa.
Derima Wekesa, My Hustle, My Story, Maisha Television.
And now that feature brings us to the end of the comprehensive bulletin Maisha Prime News that airs from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. and 9 a.m. Remember that every Wednesday we have the Masomo News Live that covers all academic stories in Kenya and beyond. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and keeping us company. A big thanks to the editorial team, the reporters, the transmission team, and all my director. May you enjoy the rest of your viewing.